Hello. Welcome in, everybody, to this week's chapter of New Blood by Night. I'm your host, your storyteller, your dungeon mistress. Let's meet our wonderful players for today's session, starting with the one and only Just Another Villain.
It's your boy, Vil, also Just Another Villain. I'm playing Damien, who seems normal enough, but not quite, I guess. Methinks mayhaps, possibly. I'll throw it on over to Luke, me boy.
Hi, I'm Luke Anime Memes here on the Internet Land, and I'm playing Gabriel, formerly known as Azrael, Lucian, Michael. Just Gabriel now, and I will pass it on to Spectre Zero.
Hi, my name is Spectre Zero, just your average time-traveling, dimension-hopping android, and in this game, I play Aurora, who's just a lot going on, and doesn't know what to think of it at all. Cosmic, whee!
Hello, I am Cosmic, and I play Mori, who may or may not be returning this episode. Now I'll hand it to the storyteller.
Please don't say that. Please come back.
Hello. Let's recap. Vil?
So in the last session of New Blood by Night, now we've all kind of come to terms with the awakening after everything being done. Aurora gave Stone a bit more blood, so now he's formulating, he's coming back. He's slowly but surely, he's still trying to piece together the parts of him. He's still less of an amorphous blob and more of like an individual. Robbie was very angsty, really upset, having a lot of rage, a lot of anger in his heart, then had a little bit of a rage-induced, breakdown, then just kind of stormed off. Aurora chased after him to talk to him, see if she can help him cool down. The rest of the group, however, Gabriel, Mia, and Damien all kind of talked about, kind of the situation they're in, whether they should or they shouldn't. Damien's like, well, we don't have to suck her dick. We don't have to, bring her to the table and let her eat with us. Maybe Agatha can give us like a cursory knowledge of what's gone on for 2 weeks rather than just, at arm's length, not necessarily giving the embrace, if you feel me. But then it kind of stumbled into the realm of like, what's really going on with like Stone and the dynamic between Aurora. And after a while they were talking about it, then they had the exchange essentially going back and forth by using their phones and not speaking aloud, and essentially saying, what's the dynamic? Who has the power in the situation? Obviously, Stone has more power within the situation itself, but, how does he truly view us as a group? Are we just toys? Are we just being trained to be the lackeys that can help him further his comeback, his reign that would be over humanity in the world, potentially? Who knows? But Mia's putting it together. She's, things are locking in, but she wants to ask Aurora about it. Then meanwhile, back to Aurora and Robbie, they both have a conversation about everything, just wanting everything to go back to normal, go back to living a normal life, having things be normal, but that's not humanly possible in the slightest, because we're not human, not even remotely. Robbie, keeps, pressing, begging questions like, but, if we, kill somebody, how do we come back? But Aurora says, I don't have all the answers to these questions. I'm sorry. It's just not possible. A, I haven't been in it this long, and B, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's impossible for me to have all the answers to these questions, and it's a lot to ask of one individual. But Robbie kind of, after a while, cools down, cools his jets, and he thanks Aurora. They embrace, come to an understanding. He's less heated. Then we go back to Damien and Gabriel. Mia went off to go see Aurora. And Gabriel and Damien kind of investigate Zero, because he's just lying there, dead. Kind of calls him out. He's like, no, this is my nap time now. You had 14 days. It's my 14 days now of rest. Threatens him with, eating the Oreos. Like, whoa, meant to be shared, pal. Come on. You can't just eat them all yourself. It's a family thing for a reason. So finally, after, a bit of this and that, Zero is motivated to go outside. Motivated as in, I can let you have the extra pack of snacks, even though Mia may be a little upset about it, a little salty. So he goes outside with a GoPro, starts talking to a crow, pointing things out. Then there's, I believe it was a mountain lion. Yeah, it was a mountain lion. Makes sense. Mountain lion, kind of like creeps up on him. Damien, worried because obviously the GoPro doesn't have a mic, decides to burst through the exit entrance, the secret entrance to get out. Him and Gabriel push through, scare off the mountain lion. And then they saw everything on the GoPro, but now they're seeing everything themselves. And as they stand outside, as the sun is still going down, they took a superficial. So, the fact they're awake before the sun was, going down is a little shocking. Then, Aurora and everyone else hearing it is like, how are you outside? Like, how is that possible? It's not possible. But it is possible. They're outside. So once everyone kind of, comes to the entrance, Damien shows, he shows his boy Zero thing. Like, you were almost like lunch meat, dude. Like, you were that close, we didn't save you. He's like, huh, I guess I owe you. Yes, you do. So with that said, everyone kind of goes hunting because everyone's thirsty. Everyone's, trying to quench their thirst. Aurora and Gabriel go off to do a hunt. They go hunting for like deer instead of people, so to bring back for Mia, since she doesn't drink blood. Not like like subsist off of blood. Sorry, that would be better. They have a talk. It becomes very personal about whether you want to be a human in this form, or hold on to that humanity, or choose to be a monster, which it kind of is a choice, but sometimes you don't have a choice because you lose control. So that's kind of the slippery slope of things. So after they do that, Aurora gives the blood, and Mia has some food. Obviously got to be like skinned, cooked, all that jazz, which all of it's doable. And then Robbie and Damien have like a heart-to-heart. And it's very nice. It's kind of because Robbie looks up to Damien in the grand scheme. He's like a brother to him. And Damien kind of confides and becomes vulnerable and tells him about how it was kind of weird how everything came full circle, because when he was a kid, he was kind of like a loner, a bit of like not popular, loser, if you will, and he just would like to analyze and look at ants and read books and comics and whatever, and watch Japanese animes. And he didn't have many friends. It wasn't until he was older that you kind of you grow and you change. So like he became a bit more as a certain someone I know likes to say, handsome Bobanson. And I think Robbie appreciated that vulnerability, because it was Damien being able to level with them. They just expressed an appreciation for one another, and they haven't been able to do that for a while, because Robbie just wants Damien to be in his corner. And he's like, why wouldn't I be in your corner? I'm always going to be in your corner. We're a family. Even, what happened to your family. So they go hunting. They find some dudes just like robbing places on the outskirts of the city. They hunt them. They beat them up a bit. They rough them up. It seems like the cataracts doesn't affect Robbie too much, so he's able to take 2 out of the baseball. And he's like, rate me. He's like a 6.5. 6.5? Come on. Room to grow. You didn't have the style points. You went for brute strength, not necessarily you're not Dante from Devil May Cry or Virgil or Nero or what have you. So, with the knocked out individuals, they'll finally be able to feed, and that is where we left off, with the boys out and about on the city outskirts, getting their feet on, about to. And I would say that's just about that.
Go ahead and give yourself a storyteller willpower and 2 experience points for the recap.
Groovy.
Aurora and Gabriel, I need you to roll a wits and awareness, please.
That's 7.
Jesus.
7 sucks
okay.
with a crit.
Nope. I got a 2. I have a bunch of dice and I rolled poorly.
Now, last we left you two, deep conversations were being had as you trekked your way back towards what was left of Damien's safe house. As Aurora is speaking, Gabriel, something catches your senses and snares them in a way that it's felt like forever. Only for you to look over Aurora's head at an angle into the trees, and you see a tiny, dark shadow. Jaqi, what does Mori smell like?
I would say before all of this, she would have smelt like blood and cleaning chemicals. But I think right now, her smells changed drastically. If I were to describe it the best I could, there's a soap called from Bath and Body Beyond, whatever it's called, Winter Wonderland, and that's sort of what she smells like.
You smell her, you sense her, and then you see her, Gabriel. And Aurora, with your 2, you can tell that Gabriel is no longer listening to your intense conversation. He's distracted by something else, and your gaze follows his. Gabriel, what do you do as you see Mori staring at you from the trees?
Gabriel's in shock almost. He wasn't expecting to see her. He thought she was long gone. And he's just remembers that last moment before he tried to turn everything off with Damien's help. He remembers the last time they met and what he thought was going to be their final goodbye. And he wants to go forward, but he's holding himself. He holds himself back, like he's almost paralyzed by a flood of emotions.
What's going through Mori's head as she sees Gabriel? Gabriel, whom she thought was dead.
Fairly obviously, her eyes widen, and You can see her go through a couple emotions: shock, joy, sadness, longing. And then she steals her face, and you see her take a deep breath.
I think Aurora would be smiling, and at first she would want to go and see her, and then it's like she takes a step forward and is about to like go run up to her, and then she stops because she realizes, oh, I'm with and she realizes that this is the time. And she would turn around to Gabriel and she smiles. She says, go.
Go where?
Go to her, Gabriel. I'll always be here. You have a second chance at least talking and figuring things out, and I just want you to have that chance to set things right and be honest. Go.
I think I already missed that chance, unfortunately.
You only miss it if you stop trying.
I don't think I can be what she wants me to be.
Then tell her. It's not about you being what she wants you to be or something like that. It's just about letting her know how you feel.
But what if how I feel ends up hurting her more?
Then at least she knows the truth. What hurt wasn't that. What hurt, not only you left, but you weren't honest with us. And that hurt more. Go, Gabriel. I think both of you need this.
Okay. You just be here there for her no matter what happens.
At this point, Mori is standing before the both of you in the clearing. Both of you still have your recent hunt slung over your shoulders. But she's there. Mori, what do you do?
Hey, I'm back. She kind of does an awkward smile, looking at Aurora with so much love, and then switching to Azrael, Gabriel, and says, "Can I talk to you?"
Of course. He sits down the hunt. And he moves a little closer, just outside of arm's length.
She doesn't look like she would be offended if Aurora wanted to stay and listen, but just putting it out there. And she just...
I think Aurora gives you a knowing look and a smile. It's the smile that says it all. That says, I'm here for you, but I know you need this, and I want to give you the space to be able. I think it's just respect out of for both of them, not just Mori, but also Gabriel. She really wants them to talk and for them to both speak their truths.
Then Mori turns to Gabriel and just says, I want you to know that I wasn't fair to you, and I didn't understand your situation, where you came from. I put you on a pedestal. I thought you were an angel, a sign that you'd save me, and I think I put all that pressure on you. I'm sorry.
It is. Being an angel's a lot to live up to. It was just a human, now a kindred.
And I think I pushed you away, and I think I broke you. I'm sorry for that.
I don't think you broke me. I think this whole kindred condition broke me. It's not
It could have
something I
been
don't
there
think
for
I
you.
was built for.
As he's talking, Mori, I want you to roll an intelligence and an insight when he says that specifically.
One success.
You want to believe that, but the guilt that you feel is still lingering with one success. While that's happening, though, Aurora, what are you doing?
I think she would just want to give him privacy and take a step back, because she really wants them to feel. She especially wants like Gabriel to feel like he can be completely open without having like. She wants Gabriel to be open more than anything, and she knows that she's always going to be able to be there for Mori. But I guess a part of her is afraid that Gabriel's not gonna be there for himself. I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna say like she's gonna definitely take a step back, and she would actually, if it's okay, probably like bring back everything to
So
the
she's
to
gonna
the
leave.
hideout.
She's gonna leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had to like work through it in my head. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're okay. So she leaves. We'll get to that in a minute. Returning to Gabriel, you can see in Mori's gaze that she really does blame herself. What do you do?
He reaches his hand out to Mori's cheek and tries just gently touches it, trying to comfort her. It wasn't just your fault. I definitely made some poor decisions too, and I feel like I unknowingly sabotaged our relationship.
No, I was the one who. I had such high expectations that you'd guide me, that you would help me be what I always lacked, and that's on me.
Our relationship is a partnership. It's on both of us, right? We
and
both
I
made
wasn't there
mistakes.
for you.
And I wasn't there for you.
She chews on her lip. I was going to build a grave for you. Last where I saw you.
Not dead
I
yet.
said some truly heartless things there. I made it all about me.
It's okay. I forgive you.
You can see that she's fighting back tears. And You can almost see how much she wants to just run up and hug you. Maybe even kiss you. But she's holding back.
Gabriel slowly pulls you into a hug, trying to comfort you.
She returns the hug. I don't know what we are, Gabriel.
I don't know what we are either.
Maybe it'd be better if we just started over, huh?
Is that what you want?
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Roll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight that. See what he wants. Like, I know I don't have like the best dice roll, but this is what she would do. Is this what he wants? It's kind of what she's looking for.
I'm gonna have
3
Luke. I'm
successes.
gonna have you set the DC.
Yep.
3 successes.
You see, he definitely has that look of he still loves you. But there's still that hurt in his eyes. And he's unsure.
I think she just looks up into your eyes, trying to read this emotion, staring intently. And she lies. Yeah, that's what I'd like.
Roll an insight to catch or lie.
What plus insight?
Intelligence.
That's 4 sucks.
Is that enough to catch the lie?
So Mori has a dice pool of like 2 at most, and she has -2, so it's 100% enough.
Mori, this is time to be honest with me. I want to hear what you really want. Because I'll be honest, I'm unsure. I don't know where we can go, how we can move forward with how we've hurt each other. I don't want to hurt you again. I don't want to be hurt again.
But doesn't it mean that it means something if it hurts?
Of course it means something. My feeling of love for you hasn't changed since I first felt it.
I do want you, Gabriel. I do. But I also want her. And I know how much that hurts you.
It does.
After a lot of introspection, I just don't think you're good. Sorry. I don't think I'm good for you. I didn't know that loving multiple people was a bad thing. And I didn't even know how it was growing between her and me over our adventures.
I don't think loving multiple people is a bad thing. I think some people, for romantic love, are only built for it one way.
She nods her head. Listening. Accepting. then we can at least be friends, right?
Of course. That'll never change.
And she just tightens the hug.
Gabriel just slowly pats her head.
She starts to cry, holding back as much as she can.
It's okay. You don't have to hold back. I'm sorry. I know this isn't ideal.
Mori says, kind of facing your shirt, saying, I love you enough to let you go. It may not be what I want, but it's what I'll do for you.
And I love you enough to only want your happiness, even if it's with somebody else other than me.
Takes a couple deep breaths, separates, wiping her eyes, and gives you a half-hearted smile and says, well, should probably go and catch up with Aurora. I think I'll join you guys. I brought some gifts.
I'm happy you're back.
And she'll turn around and say, I'm happy to be back. It didn't feel right to leave everyone I loved here. My sister's safe. But I won't run away anymore. And she skips off, or she not skips off, she walks away. Probably in the direction of Aurora.
Okay, we
Gabriel
meanwhile,
follow a little bit behind you.
from there we're going to, meanwhile, across the entire way to Damien and Robbie. The two of you returning from a successful style point filled, according to Robbie, hunt. And the boy seems to be in a much better mood, chatting, really gossiping about nothing. I'd like you to roll a wits and awareness, Damien.
Is this something that my sense the unseen can help or not?
Nah.
Oh,
But if you have heightened senses, yes.
Just 2 successes. No, I don't have heightened senses.
You get a feeling.
Did I?
Sorry, go ahead.
Prior to finding the outcome of this, did I regain any? Oh, did I lose any hunger
Yep, you're down to 1.
from this hunt?
Mm-hmm. And it feels
Okey-doke.
a little weird. The hunting, the feeding, your teeth. You're a little distracted by how different they feel. And it's not necessarily they're actually changed in shape or size. So much that they feel like a foreign object now. Regardless, you get the sense that you're being watched. But when you search the tree line, the skyline, and around you, you see nothing. No one. And you and Robbie continue moving forward.
Could we take like a longer route back?
You sure can.
I guess what would be considered a scenic route.
All right, about 20 minutes in, Robbie does a full, 360 circle as he's walking. Are we going the right way? This looks different.
We're just going a longer way, Robbie.
Just, I can't really make out a lot of details, but it just feels different. And he waves his hand in front of his mostly milky eyes.
I mean, if we haven't walked this way before, then yeah, it feels different. How does it feel exactly?
He looks out, mostly just turning his face to the tree line. Feels like being watched. And he sniffs the air. It's a little weird. Do you smell that?
Do I smell what he smells?
Mm-mm.
Sorry, Belle, I don't. I don't smell it.
Maybe I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. Calm down.
It just smells like a kind of perfume. I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't smell perfume, pal.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
Wouldn't know.
Don't walk too fast. I'm gonna sniff it out. And he walks in the tree line. He's gone maybe 5 minutes when there is a deliberate snap of a branch and your head whips around and Agatha steps out of the tree line opposite the area that Robbie entered. You are turning into a bit of a difficult man to catch.
Would it shock you if I said that's not the first person to tell me that?
For being so big, you hide very well. And she walks right into your personal space. And man, this woman throws off waves and waves of heat.
What can I do for you?
You look good with your lies stripped bare. She walks around you, much like a predator, circling prey. How do you feel?
Different, like somehow my heart beats. Then someone more or less said they can't work with me much anymore, so it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. I'm kind of tired of people's temperamental bullshit.
It's only going to get worse.
And why is that?
Because you have rage now. So much rage. And she stops walking. Her finger is pointed directly over your slow, more than molasses slow beating heart. You're going to have some choices before you. More running, more dancing. And the more you do it, the more you will change. One at a time. Each layer that you have been coded in tied in, wrapped in a web by the weaver will be broken. And soon you will be able to run freely, surely, with dedication and purpose.
I don't feel angry. Also, what the fuck is a weaver?
Look to the trees, Damien. Tell me what you see.
I see a tree line. He says this as he like looks about, his hand kind of, moving across the trees as he surveys.
Look closer. With your sense the unseen, roll a wits and awareness.
Well, that was pretty good. I got a crit and four successes. So 8. That's How about that?
Okay. You see something skitter from tree to tree. Ephemeral. You have already met them. Bats. They are spirits.
What the fuck is that?
That is a spirit. And there are them that are ancient. There are them that are new. The Weaver is the great binder, having twisted the greatest of all spirits into a prison. And it is our sacred duty to release this spirit that it may have truth and freedom. There is balance in things, you see. Life, death, a cycle. And in your case, undeath to resurrection.
So you're saying that there's like this binding force that works in the background?
She nods very slowly. And then she explains to you the Weaver and the worm. And she explains that the worm is the antithesis of Gaia, and the Weaver gets involved in ways that are inappropriate, in ways that are wrong. And it must be stopped. Because the worm must be allowed to devour that which is flourishing, otherwise it will just flourish too much. She points out how many people there are. Overpopulation. Deforestation. All of these economical, geological, environmental, sociological, all of these social issues, and how these massive entities twist in and around them. The freedom, when you ran the spiral, you felt it when you leapt. That is our sacred purpose, and that is what you have been chosen for.
So you're saying that humanity has to be reined in?
In some
They-
ways,
they're
cold.
going-
Yes. They must be purged.
And that's our right? That's our duty?
We are
That's-
the wolves, and they are the sheep. And some of the sheep are corrupted. Some of them need to be done. And the way she moves her hand, it's like slicing her throat when she says done. You notice how sharp her nails are? At first you thought it was a manicure, now you know that they are just talons. Hers. And you wonder if you could make your nails sharp like that as well.
Can I insight her to like see if she's like being honest with me? Like just straight up?
Yeah. Intelligence and insight.
Just 2.
You want to say that she's being honest. It feels honest, but it also feels a little culty.
So I have like 2 questions, all right? 1, can I have claws like that? And 2, how do I know you're not just playing me like a pawn? I've already been played by someone before. Fucking Artemis. I don't want to fall into that trap again. Because next thing you know, you're probably going to try and kill me.
She gets really close. First question. Yes. You can absolutely have clothes like this. Second question. All of your lives, you have been told there is only one path. Straight and narrow, obedient and duty-bound. All your life you have been fed stories of honor and sacrifice. There are wolves who would tell you there is a mother who is dying, but she never asked your opinion, nor never cared for your wounds. She left you to be turned. She left you with your throat bare to be cut, and called it glory when you were buried in a hole. But listen, Damien, the world is not straight and narrow, and it never was. It twists, it bends, it breaks. The spiral, it is not what they would have you believe. They would tell you it was corruption, but the truth is, it is the first time you will ever see the world without their blindfold. It is truth, and it is freedom. They will call it madness, because they do not understand anything beyond their straight and forward path. They fear the spiral because it does not lie. They fear it because it strips away the rules, the burdens, the expectations. So listen here, Pap. I am not guiding you down a path of villainy. I am here simply to help set you free. You dug yourself up, and I am simply putting you in front of your choices. Because Gaia did not abandon you. She sold you. And she grabs you around the back of the throat. And I need you to roll a resolve and composure.
Sounds good. Just 3 successes.
You remember a hole. You remember digging your way up out of the hole, and there was Artemis. But there was someone else. Someone watching. Someone who had been watching. And you know that it was Agatha. In those first days upon awakening, you were approached by Agatha and you once thought that she was an ally of Artemis, but now you see it much clearer. When she found you, you were alone. When you ran with her, it was just you and the wolf, and you hunted, and it was different. And Agatha continues, the other tribes will cling to a world long dead, worshipping a mother who let a weaver bind her, and the worm rot in its own rage. But you see, we take that rage, and she points at your chest, your slow beating heart. They will call it madness. But we take both, and we make them our claws. And she flexes her fingers in front of your face. So run, pup. Learn what the others never will, because they fear a world that bends. And when you finish, when you are bled, because the spiral will bleed you, you will see the world open, torn asunder, with new eyes. And she steps back, opening her arms. So run. Run until your past peels off your bones. Run until every lie you are ever fed burns away. And at the end, you will no longer be a pup. You will be a warrior. And you will be free. At that point, Robbie steps back onto the road. And Agatha grins at him, pulls her sunglasses off. Robbie, you look good. Why the fuck is she here, Damien?
I thought you would have seen her. She literally came from where you came from.
What? No. I must have... I did not want to be seen. But now that I see you, Robbie, Damien, he should run the path as well. Like I said, on death to resurrection. It is a part of a balance. You were taken. No, you were sold. Sold, Damien, by someone who should have loved you. I don't want a pawn. I want a warrior. And there is much in this world that needs to be gold. Cold as in like burr, cold as in like dead. Oh, I see. Sorry, your accent's a little difficult to understand. She just frowns at Robbie. And Robbie grabs your arm and pulls you back. I don't like the way she feels. You don't like it because you are comfortable in your world, Robbie. Comfortable in a straight and narrow path. You are still young, pup. You don't know that the world can bend. Damien, let's just get out of here. Damien, come with me. Bring Robbie, and I will show you. I don't want to go with her, Damien. I don't want you to go with her. We should get back. What do you do, Damien?
What if we've been just fed lies our whole life? A black and white a canvas that's just black and white that we've been shown. But there's been fluidity behind the scenes that we've been woefully unaware of.
I don't know, but you're talking morally gray shit, and that usually leads to a slippery path to hell. Right? There's a saying, good intentions pave the way to hell. And what if that is the burden you bear to do what is right? Shut up. You sound like the devil. I don't like that. I'm talking. Damien? What do you mean? You mean like this Kindred shit? Because yeah, it is a lie. It sucks. It's horrible. But what do you mean?
No. Talking about everything around us. What if there's so much more that we don't know? What if these spirits... I mean, I saw one of them, right? I had to save Gabriel. Or else he would have been killed. It was a lion and a bat.
Correct.
And the lion was the aggressor.
Correct. Because they do not want you to know that the world twists. They want only a straight and forward path, filled with honor, with glory, in accordance to their laws. It is a veil of what truly matters, what truly is happening.
But who are they?
The tribes.
What? Do they have the rage inside? So it feels fucking weird to say the rage inside me. I don't even feel angry.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking band, I'm not gonna lie. They do. They all bear it. They all feel it. I want to show you. I want to help set you free. That you can make your own decisions and not play at a game. Damien, let's get out of here.
How come I still don't remember everything? If
Remem-
my lives were stripped away, how come I don't remember that night?
It was very traumatic for you. A lot went into the making of what you are now. Not all of it I agreed with, but it is...
Listen, Robbie, I need you to go back.
Yeah, fuck that, I'm not going back without you.
Robbie, I've killed people.
I don't care. I'm not leaving you.
Countless people.
And you think I haven't? I'm pretty sure that Second Inquisition chick was a person. Pretty sure that counts.
I think they're just as monstrous as we are. No one just decimates a city to get what you want.
It is not murder, Damien. It is sacrifice. And she turns and starts walking away. And you feel your moments slipping by. You feel like this might be the last time you actually see her, if you don't go now. Whether that is true or not remains to be seen, but it is how you feel.
I'm sorry, Robbie, I gotta go.
No! What do you...
If there's more to this than if there's more to this than what there is, then I need to know. If I don't have an understanding of something, how can I comprehend it?
What the fuck? She's
like
she's talking like a cultist. And you can't see
what
that.
we did.
Look, you're so
And
obsessed
what we
with
did
finding out what happened the night that you turned into a kindred. Let me spell it out for you. Somebody murdered your ass, and someone else brought you back. Please don't leave me. And you feel that you are on a pivotal choice here, Damien. Robbie Agatha, your past, your present. The choice that you make here, you feel, will have lasting consequences. What do you do?
I'm gonna roll a D10. That's what Well, rolled a 3. Robbie, I love you like a brother, but I have to know. Like, you could say I'm crazy, you could say I'm insane, but what we did in that basement was cult shit as well. You can't tell me.
I'm not fucking saying
one is
that it
not
wasn't.
like the other.
But why trade one cult for a fucking another, dude? Why?
Maybe it's an obsession and I can't let it go. Maybe I'm like a dog with a bone and I don't want to put it down. Because what if I put it down and I don't learn what happens? What if I don't have the entire context to everything?
He lets go of your arm. And what if you never come back the same? What if you go and you learn and you're not who you are? You're who she wants you to be. And he turns and he starts walking away. Who do you go after?
Let me make another roll. He'll go after Robbie. He's gonna regret it, but he'll go after Robbie.
What's an awareness?
Two successes.
You tarry there, torn between these choices. And finally you turn, going after your little brother. You see him marching through the woods in some ski-wampus direction. And then all of a sudden, seemingly out of nowhere, he vanishes, only for you to realize he's fallen in a pit, deep in the dark. You don't even hear him scream. He's gone so fast. And as you come to stand over the mouth of it, it is a narrow, canyon, round drop. You don't see him in the dark, but it does feel as if the world is holding her breath, waiting to exhale out of this vent. What do you do?
He'll just probably like shout like, Robbie.
No
Robbie,
answer.
Robbie. Like, are there, like, is it just like, I would like to use Eyes of the Beast to see in the dark better.
Okay. It's an incredibly deep cave that looks like it widens towards the base. Robbie probably fell the entire way because you can't even see the bottom, even though you can see in the dark. Probably some 120-foot drop, you're guessing, by the look of the stalagmites and stalactites. The cave looks wet, so you're hoping Robbie just fell in some water and sunk.
I have cat feet.
Mhm.
It will cost 1 willpower to use.
Okay. You're going to try to wiggle your way through the narrow hole, because it does open up.
Yeah, I mean, if he fell in, then absolutely.
He absolutely did. Okay. Roll in athletics and a dexterity. You've got 2 extra dice. Circumstance bonus.
Three. 3.
It's tough. It is difficult crawling down. But the closer you get to the bottom, the more you realize this is an underground lake. You manage to finagle your way to the lip of the lake, and it is vast. And as you straighten up in the dark, there is a faint gloom. In the distance, a red glow. And it's calling you. This glow. It is beckoning
Is there anything
you
like
forward with a feeling and a sensation of home.
Is there anything like special about this underground kind of like cavern lake area?
Looks natural. So insofar as special, beyond the geological process of how it was formed, there's nothing that screams I was touched by humanity, but you see no sign of Robbie. However, the lake is opaque. Brackish, brown-black water of unknown depth spreads out all around you.
Would he instinctively know how to shift at all?
Do you try?
Sure, yeah. I would like to shift to Glabro.
You feel your fingers pinch. You feel the claws. And there's an anger, a rage, but it's justice in your heart that burns. You feel it now. But there's something wrong. Some kind of otherness with your shift. It makes you uncomfortable. Almost like you're donning a mask and playing at a masquerade.
With that, like, I guess added strength or, a new form he would like to press forward through the lake.
Okay, swimming is not necessarily difficult, and on the other side, there is another short beach. And it is on this short beach that you find Robbie, unconscious. He seems stable when you check his pulse. Very, very faint, like yourself. And you would need to swim to it, but there is another cave mouth that is mostly submerged, and from it a red glow that is beckoning you. And it feels like home.
He would want to swim to Robbie. Then if he's unconscious, he would like to, with just sheer force of will and strength, he would just pull him along with him in the water.
You bring him with you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is not difficult to get through the water. There's not a lot stopping you, but the water itself, though it is brackish, there's something fresh, something natural, something clean about it. you will require to hold your quote-unquote breath and dive under the cave that's mostly submerged to get to the red light. Do you still bring Robbie with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I need your roll of composure and resolve.
Four? 4 successes?
The further you get, there's a sound. And at first you aren't sure, and then it becomes clearer as you sweep swimming lower through that submerged cave, and then you crest up. And what you see is indescribable. Wrong. And yet perfectly right. It is existence, death, resurrection. It is ambient. It is incantation. It is everything. It is nothing. Flesh layered on flesh layered, wrapping around and twisting in on itself, spiraled. And when its massive, incomprehensible form turns to you and you see the face, and it reaches for you, you know. You know that this has made you. And when you wake up, you are laying flat on the road, Robbie beside you. And it is darker. You don't know how long has passed, but you remember. You remember your first night. You remember the caves. You know who you are. I'm going to take a BRB right here. And we are back. So meanwhile, from all of that, Aurora, what's an awareness?
There's supposed to be music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. All right. Doing a wits and awareness. Oh, okay, that was very good. That's a 3.
It's too quiet. As you get back to the compound, there's a hush over it.
I look to Fenrir. Oh wait, are you saying something? Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
I was gonna look to Fenrir,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't know if he can sense what I'm hearing, but like yeah, like just kind of like alert, and then
His ears are forward, searching.
I'm going to use. Okay, so should I use Eyes of the Beast or Actually, heightened senses because I can hear and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So add 2 extra dice circumstance bonus and re-roll your wits and awareness.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's much better. Those dice really helped. That is a That is a 7.
You can hear Mia in the compound groaning. And then you hear her just violently dry heave.
I'll tell Fenrir. I'm like, Ghost Nina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you say Mia?
Mia. Sorry, not Nina. Mia.
Okay. I'll just tell Fenrir, go look for Nina. I'll go to Mia, and I'll go to Mia.
Okay. So you have to, you twist the hatch open, you get down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she looks like she's got a case of the shakes coming down from something.
I say, hey. What's wrong? Are you feeling getting cold? Are you sick?
Not sick. I think it's like a relapse. And she just throws up into the stainless steel toilet. But there's nothing for her to hack up.
Hey, I brought some food. We can fix it up and cook it up. Do you need my blood? Is that okay?
She says no. She's fine. And then she rolls over onto the side of the toilet, laying in the fetal position, hugging her stomach, shivering. And she asks you, where's Damien? Where's Robbie?
I don't know. They went out to go hunting for the other things. We kind of remember we decided Gabriel and I were gonna go get some wild game, and they were gonna get see if there were some people around that they could tap on.
When you
Mia, I know you
say this and you're assisting her, there's an overwhelming presence that fills the doorway behind you. And you look up and you see Stone standing, dressed, tattooed and scarred face, kind of lifted in a slight smile. Hello,
just looks at
Aurora.
what color are his eyes?
One is black, the other is whiskey.
Has she been like this the entire time we've been gone?
On and off. But she'll feel better soon. I wanted to see you before I
Why?
had to go.
Go where?
Mia, starts vomiting again. And he's like, nobody should leave. Just a couple things I gotta go do.
Okay, I'll be right back, Mia. And she walks out of the bathroom, and she's like, "What do you mean, couple things you gotta do?"
Errands? Mostly.
What are your errands?
He is just staring at you without any information, and then all of a sudden he reaches out to touch your cheek. And he says, you are as soft as I remember. I need to go feed.
Right.
And then I need to meet with an old friend.
Who? She leans into his hand.
They no
just
longer bear a
little
name
bit.
that your common English can pronounce. But don't you worry your pretty little head about a thing. I'm gonna make sure you're safe. You hear Mia. It doesn't sound like he's telling the truth.
What's going on? What's going on, Stone? What aren't you telling me? You just got better and you're gonna leave with everything how it is. Something really bad might happen to you.
Got no choice. Gotta feed.
Why? I understand that, but
He cups your face with both hands.
If I stay here, and all y'all come back, I'm liable to attack one of you because I'm real hungry.
and she's searching and she's remembering. Kindred, take some of my blood at least to take the edge off.
Already have. Not gonna do more.
And he kisses your forehead.
And I'm not lying. I'm going to see an old friend.
I know you're not lying. I'm worried about you.
I'll be alright.
I don't want to find you in the state I found you last time.
Promise I won't make myself a pile of goo. Though I'd happily be goo for you.
And he taps your nose.
My little darling. Take care of Mia. I shouldn't be gone more than a bullfrog hops over a dead log.
The way he's talking, there's an she's very concerned. It's different than. So I guess the last question she asks is like, pact is broken, isn't it?
In a sense.
I see.
So as long as there's no calls, seems like Damien and I will be able to stick around.
And he's moving away now. He pauses to turn over his shoulder.
But if there is something that calls us into the woods, I'll tell you this. Search below. Underground
I was afraid you were
lakes,
gonna say that.
caves. You'd probably find us there.
And then he closes the distance and he scoops you up against him and he gives you a real kiss. And as he does,
She kisses him as if it's the last time.
I need you to roll a wits and awareness. Do you have sense the unseen?
Yes, I do.
Roll a wits and awareness.
Okay. Oh boy, this is bad. Do I add two circumstantial dice?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 8! I got a crit, baby!
From him, you hear a bunch of twisted voices. Some of them whispering, some of them calling you friend, some of them saying goodbye. Hundreds of voices. And when he sets you down after this kiss, he says,
Gabriel, Mori will be back soon. So you won't be gone. You won't be alone long.
I'm not worried about being alone. I'm worried about being in a world without you.
I'm always gonna exist. Promise.
he captures your chin, and he looks at your face as if he's memorizing it, and then you see both eyes shift into just solid black abyss.
cold fire, and he lets go of your chin. And he says, "Adieu, Aurora." And he turns stiffly, like a soldier. And he marches for the door. As he gets the door open, and then he turns around to close that big heavy thing, you see his eyes are shifting in rapid succession. Whiskey, black, violet, orange, gold, blue, brown, green, hazel. And he's smiling, but every smile, every time the eyes flash a different color, it's a little different. It's a little different. And your hip kind of burns a little bit, kind of stings. When you look down with that sense of the unseen, there is still a piece of that mark, the one you woke up with that was over your womb. You don't exactly know what it means, but it survived the lies. It survived being stripped raw, and maybe that's because, Aurora, it already was a truth. A raw dedication. A real devotion to you.
There is a part of Aurora that wants to reach out to tell him not to go, to stop him. And it breaks her heart. It breaks her heart. She knows for the good. She's letting him leave. Not sure if he's going to come back, because when the black eyes come around, it's never good. It's always like an omen of something worse to come.
Moments.
And in her mind,
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry. No, I was just gonna say, in her mind, she just hopes and she prays to Lilith, to God, to whoever will listen. Bring him back. Bring them all back. Bring Orange, bring Seth, bring the messenger, bring my whiskey back. Bring him back safe.
With that, the door twists open again, and banished is the lingering ambience. And Mori and Gabriel step through the portal. What expression do they see on Aurora's face as they both descend the steps?
I would say hope. Come back home. That's all she has now. And when she sees Mori, it's light. As if a piece of her has made the puzzle piece a little more complete. Little puzzle a little less scary. And she would go over to Mori and Gabriel. And she'd look at them. Hey. Did you say everything you wanted to say?
Yeah, I got it out.
And she just goes over to Mori and she hugs her and kisses her on the forehead and she says, I'm so proud of you. I know that must have been really hard.
Honestly,
Being honest is
it
hard.
was- That you say being honest, and she like, it's like that twisted smile. It's like,
Yeah, she doesn't know.
right. Yeah, she looks at or Gabriel, I guess, sorry, and just says, friends, I think that's all. What happened to your eye?
It's a bit of a story. But yeah, I'm just glad you're okay. And I'm glad you sort things out, and I'm glad you're here. I need you. We need you, but I really need you right now. And she hugs Mori tighter and just like puts her forehead to hers.
I didn't say everything I needed to say, though, because I need to apologize to you too.
Okay. For what?
Gabriel will give you guys space at this point.
I need to apologize for not being fully committed, I guess. Like, I was here, but I was always trying to run away, I guess. The truth is, I'm not good without instruction, or a task, or something to give me purpose, and I was floundering. And because I was floundering, I made things more difficult for you. Yes, I needed to get out to protect those I love, but you're here. That was just an excuse. I'm sorry for leaving you.
You never truly left, Mori. I would have found you. That's not... You did what you thought was right, and I can't blame you for that. You were protecting your sister. I can't be angry or upset that you tried doing the right thing.
Even if I'm a total fuck up.
But that's what it means to love someone. You love someone, the good, the bad, all the fuck ups. That's what it means.
Mori squeezes you a little bit tighter.
And she just
And
gives
says,
Mori another kiss on the forehead.
You're my everything, and I'll be here till the end. I know I want this. I want you.
Mori, you were right. Maybe running was the best option. Things are really bad right now. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad.
And as part of my apology, I brought weapons and armor and, things that might be useful for whatever we gotta do.
Well, that's awesome. And I'm glad I have an amazing teacher who's going to teach me how to use all of them. And she smiles and just cups your face, gives you a kiss, and pulls back to say, I missed you so much. I missed your wisdom. I missed your strength. I missed all the little ways that we would be awkward together. I missed your smell. I missed your beautiful eyes and your wonderful smile. I missed
She
all of you.
100% hides her face in like your bosom.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, baby. But yeah, no, she just like she's so tender with Mori, and for her, she's just like, I'm so glad you came back. Like it's just like, I'm glad we don't have to do this without you. I'm glad you came back. And I need to tell you and Gabriel and Mia and Damien and Robbie something. But Damien and Robbie still haven't come back, and Mia's really sick. I need your support now. I need your strength, Mori. Please, help me.
Whatever you need, whatever I can do. I'm here for you.
Okay. Let's help Mia, and I can at least talk to you and Gabriel and Mia about what happened. And could you take Gabriel for me? I'm gonna go to Mia. And yeah, she's gonna go check on Mia.
During all
And
of this
then-
conversation with Aurora, I want to know what Gabriel's
Yeah.
doing. Mori and Aurora are...
I think he just left the room because he's still trying to accept where he is with Mori now, and it still hurts to see her being affectionate with Aurora.
Right.
And it was also he's basically he went looking for anything to keep him occupied while that was going on.
You did hear Mia throwing up. You could have gone and checked on that. Or
I definitely would have gone and checked on her if I heard that.
yeah, she is... It looks like she's going through withdrawals. But it looks like whatever wave has just hit her is lessened. She feels a little better. And so we'll role play a little bit with you and Mia, and then we'll have Aurora show up. Go ahead.
Can I check to see if there's any sort of medicine or anything that can just alleviate the pain a little bit, or like the nauseousness?
Yeah, you can investigation and medicine. Or intelligence and medicine.
Okay.
We'll see, based on your roll, what's there.
Is it technically first aid or no?
Technically, I'll let you use it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's 4 shots.
Yeah, you find some good old chewable Pepto.
Hey, I found this. Maybe this will help a little bit.
She'll tear open the packages with her teeth. Thanks. Sorry about that.
Nothing to apologize for. It must be rough.
I definitely
Like having a taste at being vampire light, almost.
I don't recommend it. Definitely. Did you see Damien on your way back? Or Robbie?
I didn't see him around here yet. They must be still out.
Okay. She just leans back against the toilet. I just want to make sure.
Maybe they
you're
took the
okay.
long way back.
She shrugs. Maybe.
Good quality times with the boys.
Robbie needs him. I need him.
I can tell Robbie needs him. He's a good boy.
And then her eyes flick up to you. Your gaze is colliding, and her eyes are usually like this soft, kind of blue-ish cloud color. I mean, all in all, they're hazel, so they shift, but they're gray when she looks at you. You alright?
I'm as good as I can be.
I see. Something just feels different about you.
Mori came back?
Her eyebrows lift. Oh. What's the deal with that?
I think we had a pretty serious talk. I think the only way forward was to just be friends, I think.
Sorry, man.
I think it was the best option. I don't think it was going to work out. And would rather be her friend and not hurt her than be her lover and hurt her.
I get it. Takes somebody strong to have that mindset, you know? To care like that. I know I'm not anybody, but proud of you.
No, you're definitely somebody.
Sure. My head is killing me. Aurora said something about food.
Yeah, we caught a little game.
She squints. What kind of game?
Some deer?
Oh.
I'm not a bad cook. You want me to cook something up?
She thinks about it for a moment. I don't know if I'm well enough to do it myself, so thank you.
Sure. Do you need me to do anything else for you while you're... Before that? Maybe a nice cool washcloth over the face?
Sure. Thanks.
I'll go and I'll get a nice washcloth, get it with cool water, and just put it on her forehead for her.
Yeah, if she groans because it feels, it helps the pressure so much, and she's like, oh god, thanks. Holy shit, I feel like such ass. It's gonna be okay, she says while her head's leaned back and the cloth is just covering the whole thing. I mean, like, even if we die horribly and shit, it's gonna be okay. And she lifts up a corner of the cloth and makes finger guns and points it at you. 'Cause we're gonna pow. We're gonna put this bitch down. We're gonna save a lot of people.
I'm just gonna do my best.
If it gets real, and I mean, shit goes south, you should run.
Maybe. The thought has crossed my mind.
I'm telling you. You, Robbie, Aurora, Mori, you should get Can
Can I tell you something crazy?
Sure.
I don't think I get to be happy in this life. Kind of like you. I don't win. I don't get the guy in the end. But I'm going to. In the next life. And the life after that. But I think I gotta... I think I need to make God forgive me first.
I'll tell you a secret about that.
Okay.
God has already forgiven us. I know it's corny, cheesy little church thing, but God sent his son to earth, put him up on that cross for us. And I still believe that. Jesus died for our sins and came back 3 days later.
You think he's ready to forgive somebody like me? Somebody like Damien?
I think God has infinite forgiveness past anything we can understand.
You make Jesus sound like an eldritch horror.
He might be.
Nah, I fuck with it. It's cool.
He did his start with a zombie routine, didn't he?
It's dope. I just hope it's real. For
Even
all
if
of
it's
us.
not real, it teaches us to just be as best as we can be, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Did I ever tell you why I got so wrapped up in theology?
I don't think you did, no.
I was always trying to prove or disprove the Bible and what we could find. I wanted concrete evidence. And there isn't, It's just a wash of grays. And that's kind of the point of faith, right? You can only have faith when it's uncertain. But it's also something you have to do for yourself, put your own effort in.
I'll be damned. I never really thought of it that way, I guess.
You can ask God for help, but you also have to do the work yourself. I think Aurora has a similar misconception with religion, and it's just praying and God will give you a miracle. It's all about the little pieces of work coming together of multiple people that make miracles happen, right?
Like a web? Like something woven together?
Maybe like a group of people, like all of us. Each and every one of us coming together. Mori coming back to us.
So zombie
That's a little miracle, right?
Zombie Jesus wants us all to find redemption together?
I think so. And if not, I think it's a lovely thought.
No, I got you. I got you.
And I don't think you should give up on your love just yet. Mine may have not worked out, but I'm rooting for you. In this life. And if it doesn't work out, we can always try for the next life, right?
Yeah.
But don't give up on this life yet.
It's not the same. Gabriel, it's...
You're right.
And she takes the cloth off and looks at you. Aurora, you, Mori. She shakes her head. Damien's different. I don't know how. I don't know why. There's something more to him. Something that he doesn't even know. I can feel it. And that's when Aurora gently knocks on the door and enters the scene.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, Gabriel, thanks for checking in on Mia. How you doing, Mia?
She salutes you and then puts the cold cloth back on her face. Other than feeling like my face is being punched in, I'm pretty good. Though I have no idea. I mean, I have some idea how to cook what you brought, but I don't know if I can. And apparently Mori's back?
Yeah, there's more. Do you mind if we all gather in the living room / kitchen? Gabriel,
You got
do
a bucket?
I mean, like, yeah, you
Just
can
saying,
bring
if my insides want to be outside again, probably need a bucket.
Oh, well, there's a small trash can. We can bring that.
Sure. And she'll
But there's probably...
bring her washcloth and the trash can and throw herself on the massive, like, beanbag chair and lay on her side.
Gabriel, I know you're good with medicine and stuff. What's wrong with Mia?
She's having withdrawals from lack of Kindred Vitae, is my guess.
But she should have had Kindred Vitae with Damien.
Damien couldn't give it to her last time. I had to give her some of mine.
Both
So
of
it's
you
not
roll
enough.
intelligence and occult.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Mhm.
Is this a big combined roll?
Kind of. I'm using it to gauge something narratively. So.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
This is my biggest dice pool, I think.
I know, same. My second biggest dice pool.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I think you rolled better than me, but not bad.
I double crit, so
Oh shit, no, yeah, you definitely rolled
11.
better than me.
11
Yeah,
sucks.
I rolled a 5. No crits, just 5.
Oh god, that's insane.
Okay, sorry. What'd you both get?
I got 11.
11.
I got a 5.
And a 5. Damn, 11 and a 5. Holy.
I got double stocks. Or double crits.
It's one of my biggest pools, so that makes sense. I did not get any crits though, so I was like, oh.
No, you're good. Okay. You think it has something to do with the spiral? Like maybe she can no longer. Maybe there's something going on with Mia specifically that just isn't. It isn't clicking. It isn't absorbing what should be freely given. Or what is being freely given is making her worse. But there is a supernatural nature to it.
Can I try something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I think, well, what were you gonna do?
I have a power called the Binding Fetter that I would like to use to see if I can see any sort of supernatural influence on Mia.
Oh boy.
I might have done something very helpful or something very bad.
Yeah, so Mori, are you in there?
I mean, I was looking for Azria, so I mean, I don't know if we went the same way or So should I just leave that to chance or something?
Now I will say you're all gathered in the living room area.
Cool.
Okay, I need all of you to roll wits and awareness, and if you have sense the unseen, now would be a good time.
Does this apply towards it at all?
Yeah, this will give you a +2 circumstance dice bonus. Yeah.
And he has to
Would I be able to
Oh,
add
boy.
blind sight to this roll, so increase my dice pool by 2?
It's sense the unseen, so it's not. What is blind
This
sight?
one is
Let's see.
specifically, it's a passive.
Do we have to do? Okay, that's a free. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll let you add a 1. Add 1 dice for this. Oh wait. But if you have a power such as Auspex, you have Auspex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then yes, you can have the 2 dice. Yeah. Okay, I see that.
Perfect. I do have sense the unseen.
Perfect.
Right, do it. Okay, so I just added the 2, but I have my dice already.
Oh, good.
I'm using a dolly willpower if that's possible.
Sure is.
Wits awareness.
I just wanted to do very well. Not really
Yeah.
help.
Sometimes doing well scares me.
Okay, would remind me again what all of you got. Sorry, I was reading something.
That's okay.
Aurora.
I got 8 bucks.
So
I
8,
also got 8 sucks.
8, and Mori.
With the added dice, I got let's see. 10 successes.
Jesus! Hell yeah!
Behind her heart is a twisting spiral. A dark, moving worm. And as you perceive this fetter, the fetter perceives you. And the ground around you begins to shake. And Mia, she lurches forward. You watch as the worm tightens whatever strings it has reaching around her actual ribcage, her organs, and it tugs, and she vomits. She vomits so hard that a splatter of blood coats the interior of the small trash can. And in the whispers, you hear God saves not the beast.
Jesse,
Aurora's gonna call out for Fenrir and Nina.
with a 10 perception, would it be possible for me to, I don't know, try and do a very precise stroke and get that thing out of her?
The way that it has grafted itself, so it's behind her heart, but it's also attached to the back of her heart, and it has attached itself to her respiratory system. And right now it's constricting around the esophagus and the diaphragm, which is causing the vomiting and what's growing.
Okay, the next question, would it have been possible for me to have brought holy water with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to take out a flask, and I'm going to say, drink this, now.
Okay. She goes to grab it with her hands, but you, because you all can see it, you see the strings yank at her left lung, and she lurches, and her hands come up to that pain, and she coughs again. Seems like you're going to have to feed it to her.
I'll do that.
As they're doing this, can I start quoting or just doing like ritualistic prayer to try to see if that'll help? Try to.
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna pray like right on her body, see if that agitates the worm, gets it help out in any way.
Like an exorcism?
Like an exorcism, yeah.
Okay. Let me look at your character sheet. Do you have your prayer beads on you?
I should, yeah.
Your rosary and stuff? Okay. Then I'm
Yeah, I'll take out my silver rosary.
I'm gonna have you roll an occult and a composure.
Okay.
And then Mori, I want you to roll a dexterity and a medicine to have her drink this holy
Could
water.
I add my celerity bonus with this?
Yeah. Looking at your sheet, yeah, I would say so.
We'll do that. And is it all right if I rouse check to add dice, or no?
No rousing.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna use a Dolly willpower again because this roll is important.
Okay. And Aurora, what are you doing while this is happening?
Well, I had called out for Fenrir and Nina because just the room had moved, and seeing all this, she would. God, I don't even know what she could do. I guess she would help Mori.
Okay.
Try to get this.
9. I'm going to use a willpower. Is it okay if I use a willpower?
Can I also
You
help
can use
Mori to
only
give
up
her
to
more
2.
dice?
In assisting Mori, I'll let you give her 1 dice bonus because you're I will say that you're holding Mia, who is fevering, by the way, badly, and the whatever it is growing. It is attaching itself to more of Mia's internal organs, and it starts pulling at her skin, creating almost a coagulated effect on the flesh. It almost could be cellulite, but not quite. It's
All right. I
frightening.
got 11 after using willpower.
Okay, and
I got 10 sucks on my exorcism.
okay, you get the water in. She starts to roar, and the sounds that come out of her mouth are absolutely inhuman. As her chest begins to vibrate in a way that it feels like something is knocking on it, and you hear bones popping, dislocating, not breaking, and she lets out this horrendous scream. Damien, I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
Uno momento. Just 1 success.
You are there's the tiniest feeling, the tiniest whisper of go home. But it is easy to ignore. Especially in the face of this grandiose being. I will say though, with even a 1 success, Damien, the voice to come home is Mia's voice. Mia begins.
We're back on the road, right?
Yeah, you're laying back on the road, you and Robbie.
But continue on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good. So you'll get to make a choice in here in a second. But Mia begins to cough. And as she coughs, you see that a lot of these tendrils, they start disconnecting, even though they are dislocating just about every bone in her body. And the more that she coughs, the holy water seems to burn whatever it is, but harms Mia not at all. Whatever this worm-like, twisting, spiraling, nasty little creature is, starts to disconnect and disconnect and disconnect until it's only attached to the ribcage and the organs therein. The lungs, a little bit of the diaphragm, kind of the liver. Kidneys are fine, but it's up and around the heart, and it is hissing. it is making the sound through her vocal cords, thrumming the larynx and flicking her thyroid, and you can see it at the base of her throat, just... Mori, you have 3 vials total of holy water. Your choice now is, do you use another one, or do you save the last 2 vials you have?
Do I think it would help to use it?
With your roll, yes, you do. You do think what Gabriel is doing, the exorcism that he's doing, will help as well, but it's going to be very painful for Mia. That's what you feel with your roll.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna pop another one and stick it in her gullet.
Okay. Aurora, I'm
I kind
assuming
of
you're
have an
helping.
idea too. If you could.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to go round robin, and you all tell me what you do with this next round of quote-unquote combat. Okay, Gabriel.
I want to continue my praying, but as I'm praying, can I use a power to help the holy water?
What power are you going to use?
So I have Scour Secrets. I'll put a little bit of my own blood into the holy water to just make it go towards the creature.
Post your... Let me see. Let's
Yep.
read this. Reveals their own blood permit, search for information on a subject of their choosing.
So just like a drop of blood in the holy water to move
Oh.
the holy water to just go straight to the thing,
Got it.
to the
Okay.
worm.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your intelligence plus your blood sorcery. And then you can add a +2 dice circumstance bonus for the holy water. Mori and Aurora, I'm not going to make you roll again for the holy water because you've done it before. That roll applies to the scene. I am, however, going to have you both roll a wits and awareness and a frenzy check.
I apologize. Who's rolling with
You.
or the frenzy check?
You and Aurora, because you're holding on to Mia. You're both physically helping her.
Oh, great. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll. All right. Which one do you want us to roll first?
Up to you.
Well, I'm gonna roll my frenzy. Might as well get that out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, same though. It's composure and resolve, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got
Plus,
five
plus,
struck.
plus, like willpower. Like it's a fun, weird little thing. 5. Okay, so both.
Honestly,
of
I
you
just
I always
you
just
can
roll it
also
digitally.
just I just do it digitally. It just streamlines it.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
just do it digitally then.
But a 2 does
Okay, I
succeed,
got-
Aurora. So don't worry.
Oh, thank God. All right,
Yeah.
all right. And I'm gonna do my composure and resolve, right?
Wits and awareness.
Oh, okay. Same dice pool. Yay! That wasn't too good, but it'll be fine. That's a 4.
It's okay. 4 is good. And then wits and awareness, Miss Mori.
Oh, sorry, I was re-rolling
You are okay.
on there. What's the word?
Rolled amazing.
Holy shit! Yeah, you rolled great.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because the 6 counts, right? Yeah. 6 successes.
Okay, both of you see it. Both of you become aware of it. This is something trying to possess her body. Something that is trying to strangle Mia. And a word like filters in your mind, but it doesn't make sense what the word is. You've never heard it before. It doesn't stick. And I'll tell you that word momentarily. This entity reaches out for the both of you on a metaphysical level. You feel the molecules that make up your physical form vibrate in panic and adrenaline in reaction to its tendrils reaching out of Mia's like eye sockets and ears for the both of you. Mori, you manage a quick flick. Aurora, you swat them away on a little eep. And Azrael, you continue quoting. And the creature causes Mia's head to rotate 180 degrees, popping, stretching mortal limits. And it speaks to you as in an overlapping of tongues. It sounds like hundreds of voices. And it is mocking you, calling you weak, calling you coward. There's a voice that's calling you a limp dick, and it is ravenous and hungry. And then Mia begins to claw and scratch and spit at everyone holding her. Damien, as you sit up fully, next to you, you swore it was Robbie, but it just looks like a mangy dog. It is not Robbie. It is some stray, brown, a little bit of gray. Never seen this dog before in your life. Wits and awareness, please.
Hey, you got a critical on that. 5.
The voice is absolutely Mia. And she's calling for help, but it is not your kindred senses that is picking her up. It is something far more instinctual and primal. What do you do?
I actually know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say to the dog, I'm like, I don't care if you...
Dog is unconscious. Dog is sleeping. Dog is out.
In that case, I will shift to Hispo. That doesn't succeed, but I still shift regardless. But I'll just grab the dog since I'm this giant dire wolf. And, since he's just this small, mangy little wolf, I'll just, like, move with the speed. Yeah.
Okay, you run for it.
It's like a giant dog picking up a little puppy, essentially. Yeah, and then he runs to the underground bunker.
Okay, you are there. It feels in a flash of a moment, but in reality is seconds. And as you twist the bunker door open and you pull it open, you have an instinct that you know exactly what this is. Vil, would Damien say out loud what it is to the rest of the coterie as he comes in on this scene? Because he comes in just as Azrael, rolling a 7, calls it a demon. Calls it a devil. And demands that it leave her skin and her flesh.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to understand me even if I shouted it, because I'm in like a wolf form.
Correct. But the players could. Ooh.
Yeah, he's just gonna shout for more.
There's a giant dog that shows up with a manger dog in its mouth, and then behind it, Fenrir and Nina, also big giant dogs, and there's a lot of mass confusion about all the dogs, and Nina, even though there's an exorcism going on, she does piss on the dog that is Damien, not knowing that it's Damien, so regardless, that's there for you to deal with later. Zero is screaming in panic. And then this creature crawls up out of Mia's throat and it lunges for Aurora.
Can I use... Because I haven't used any of my... Anyways, can I use Unseen Strike on the creature?
You sure can. Okay, so you're gonna roll Dexterity and Celerity versus its Wits. Just go ahead and roll your Dexterity plus your Celerity rating.
Can I also get out of the way?
That'll be 6.
Yeah, to try to dodge, you'll have to let go of Mia, and you'll need to roll a dexterity and athletics.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna let go of Mia. Yep, letting it. Yep.
Okay.
She's taking.
Can I try to grab the creature?
You can. You could try to grab it, because Mori responds so quickly. You don't actually.
She's definitely going to get to it first.
You don't see her moving. So, but yeah.
If possible, I'm assuming the creature's not that big.
No.
Is that correct?
It's like.
No, it's huge.
It's like a no. It's not. It's like a foot long. When it finally starts crawling out of her mouth. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna use the vial, but that's not a foot long.
Yeah, it looks like a massive long turd that's just brown and black and just it smells as bad.
Sashimi it then?
Yes. Go ahead and
body horror warning right there.
Okay. So now it has a DC of 1, so any I roll past 1 is going to do damage
6? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to have
success.
Gabriel roll, but Mori, you cut this creature where, at the throat, even though it just looks like one long flat, the face is flat and then it's just this cylindrical body, almost like cranberry sauce, just shucking and sucking out of Mia's throat. And you cut the quote-unquote head off and it lands with a splat, and then the creature starts spraying this vile rust-colored liquid everywhere that smells horrible, and Mia starts into cardiac arrest. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
It's fine. I think it's fine. We just have some
Hey, good
weird
news, everybody.
positions happening.
Hey, good
Mori's
news. I
back.
have
Welcome
medicine.
back.
I got medicine, everybody. It's going to be so helpful.
I actually do have medicine too, so hopefully we could team up and
We have a healing
make this work.
ability, right? Right?
I technically do, but I don't even know if that's gonna work on Mia anymore.
I mean, she's still human even if she's a ghoul, right?
But